Welcome back to SMSU Esports. I am Kram McGraw, and here with me to cast tonight's Valorant game up against University of Texas, Dallas is Taffy.
Hi, I'm Taffy, and welcome back to a new year. So hopefully we get off to a better start this year, and we can start off the year with a 1-0 record. It's a best of one tonight, so we only be playing one map tonight, so it's gonna be a lot more of a shorter stream than usual.
Yep, and the map tonight looks like it's going to be Haven.
Ooh, my favorite.
We got to see SMSU on this a little bit last semester during NACE.
Wasn't this actually almost every single one except for one rotation, wasn't it?
I believe so. We saw it quite a bit, actually.
You know, also, now again, in this new season, we have the second newest character, Skye, in rotation. And we aren't going to be seeing her today, sadly, but any thoughts on the new character? Have you known much about her?
Yeah, I think she looks really interesting. Her ult definitely can get some good information for your team, and her flashes are definitely advantageous. Obviously, having a flash on a character is going to be super helpful. Her area of effect heal, pretty powerful.
I definitely agree. I want to see, in my opinion, I think that Skye would be more of a better pick than Sage in a lot of different aspects. Like her healing is a area heal. It doesn't heal herself, but it'll heal her teammates in a designated area. So yeah, you don't get the wall, and you don't get the res, but you also get all the information based off of like her ult and then her flashes as well.
Yeah, Skye definitely has a lot more utility to her than, or not necessarily utility, but engage utility, I guess I should say, than Sage does.
Yes.
But of course, Sage having that ult in her, being able to resurrect people, very powerful, cannot be underrated.
Well, here we go. The first round is about to get underway. We're looking at like an attacker ace stack when we have two people from SMSU on defense. So we're playing this University of Dallas, Texas Silver team, and both SMSU players get taken out on A side. Here comes the fast rotation coming in now from SMSU.
Careful here.
As
Dallas is gonna get site control here. Has Jet up to heaven.
That's gonna be dangerous for SMSU.
Cage.
Oh, and the first engagement coming in. And Jet retreats off of heaven. Sage doesn't know that yet. Okay, we have Reyna blinded by Omen. SMSU makes her push on the site, gets one kill.
One enemy remaining.
And a quick and easy, swift, clean kills coming out from Dallas. Only losing one member off their team.
Quite a decisive looking round there for Dallas. You know, very quick onto that execute on the site. They got the 2 picks very quickly. And they're going to go for a little bit of half by here. Actually, we get to see 2 scouts coming out. Marshals, sorry. Excuse me. Been playing a little bit too much CSGO lately. But actually just one Marshal coming out here.
And we're looking for SMSU with only pistols, trying to do a 5 stack onto one site.
Looking at the map here, that's very interesting. SMSU just sad.
And looks from it, they guessed wrong because Dallas is looking to have a free site onto A. Do you think? Oh, we've got 2 rotations, early rotations coming in, with the rest of the team following from SMSU.
Cover going out.
Go, but
This play.
this is not looking good for SMSU right now. All this upgraded weapons on the site, they're only gonna be going against pistols now.
I actually really do like that 5 stack from SMSU onto the C site there, especially considering that they only have pistols. It looks like they're really just trying to kind of play for picks here and not give too much.
Stealing sight.
You know,
Cover going out.
Ooh, quick 2 picks off with Dallas. No answer yet from SMSU.
Last player standing.
Still no answer, but coming from the flank. And that's it. That was a quick and clean round from Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas only having 2 members of their team drop to half health there, and SMSU getting just quite handed to them there in that round.
And this is the round now that since Dallas didn't lose a single gun, they're just going to keep the guns that they had from last round, which makes sense. And we actually have more assault rifles and then 1 bulldog coming out from SMSU. So in theory, SMSU has the advantage on this.
Yeah, SMSU really should win this round given the loadouts, but we'll see. With Dallas just being as convincing as they are so far, we'll have to wait and see.
Here we go, looking like more towards a C garage kind of push. Yeah, looking more attack the C site, complete opposite map from A. Jackson gets the first pick. Waffle in another engagement. Backing up. He tagged down to 53
Waffle
health.
gets hit by that.
Ooh, do it for the
Shock over
smoke.
there has 50 health.
Do it. Do it. I want to see it.
Silence.
There we go.
Great awareness and placement there by Waffle.
Ooh, we got another engagement in garage now. Can he find him? No, but he does get a quick trade off, so it's a 4v2 now in favor of SMSU.
SMSU, you put them on a little bit higher of a playing field with their rifles, and they're showing up.
Phoenix from SMSU has his pistol out instead of his AR. That's a little odd. Here we go. There he is.
Looks like Dallas is going to rotate out of garage. Looks like they might be going middle here, looking for a
Gun
B
here.
possibly. It'll be very hard against more members of SMSU, especially being able to rotate.
Shadows traveling.
Reinforce that B site quite quickly.
30
Only
seconds
one
left.
person on B side that they
Last
have.
player
But
standing.
Wookie gets a clean pick, making it a 1v4.
Doesn't get that plan. Look at the money. SMSU wins that round with 4 players left alive.
That was a great job on SMSU with that last
Rifles,
player.
too.
That last player, they pinched all the way around him from 3 different angles to minimize any percent that Dallas would have had to take out at least one with them. So great job on SMSU's part. But now we're looking at a full buy from each team. So except for Waffle coming out with a Bucky and looking like no armor unless he does buy it late. So let's see how SMSU can respond now. That's gonna be a full buy coming out from Dallas.
That's an interesting buy by Waffle, but I think that's actually really smart. He buys half armor there, but he has more than enough money where if they lose this round, he can easily
Cage
full buy
triggered.
extra. And especially on defender, having that Bucky gonna be useful.
I'm excited to see how this goes. Here we go, looking more going back to the old A site. Oh, gets a quick pick off of A site. Calling in for an early rotation for all the SMSU players, but they might be faking
A lot
it.
more respect coming out of Dallas now,
Cypher
not just
removed.
rushing in that site, realizing that SMSU on a level playing field with them buy-wise is gonna put not gonna just roll over.
Good for SMSU that they get a quick trade off there. So he takes one with him, making it a clean 3v3.
Sova for Dallas is a little stranded here.
A fine
Oh,
death.
but the lurk manages to get one, and now
Dallas
other
is
two
pushing on
members
B
are
site.
gonna push on, and they're gonna plant.
They have their smokes down. They have cover. It's going to be a clean and safe plant.
Revealing area.
One enemy remaining.
One left for SMSU.
And just like that, now we're in a 3v1.
We'll have to see if SMSU Sage here decides to try and push this, and it looks like she's going to, or if she's gonna save. Looks like she might just be looking for some picks. Get one. Gets taken out by the 3 members of Dallas, manages to get Jet down to about 1/4 of her health, but can't find that one headshot that he needs.
I would just like to point out real quick, the piece of bread, the Sage on SMSU Valorant is a new addition to what we saw from last semester.
He is indeed. His name is actually Jared, and we're going to see how he can perform in this first game here, seen on the stream for SMSU.
Well, best of luck to him and the rest of the SMSU teams. So here we go, and honestly, it's looking like a really dominant performance still coming out from Dallas so far. They seem very dominant towards this A side, and they've had a lot of luck towards B.
Scanning ahead.
Kind of really been slacking on is that C garage.
Yeah, looking at the posturing here at the beginning of the round, definitely a lot more respect coming out from both teams. Dallas not just rushing in like they were after they had won that pistol round, realizing that they have to respect SMSU.
Another pick and tails for Dallas.
Before here, so SMSU's Bowman is about half health.
If you look at the map, the number 0 is pushing into B site, and he's just now getting another player actually going towards B to contest him.
Dark Matter just sitting here for Dallas on his definitely the lurker for the team, at
Bombs.
least so far.
Bomb is actually
Sees Sage. Picks up the shocker, doesn't pick her up. Does do some damage under her though. Dallas
This looks
looking for
like
the
a fault to
rotation.
C site is open.
Cage triggered.
SMSU left it open.
But now Jet for SMSU.
30 seconds left. Spike planted.
Couldn't actually quite tell from that skin.
Blocking sight.
SMSU getting on the site quickly, trying to actually swarm them in the best way possible. There's only 3 of them
Cover going out.
on site right now.
still lurking, but now he's gonna rotate here. He's gonna look into B.
Two quick picks Dallas on site.
Last player
Another
standing.
one. Now we're in a 1v4.
And now Sova v Sova, the lurker. Dark matter for Dallas. Gonna be lurking.
No more
And he'll
secrets.
take one out.
And answered right back with Dallas.
Yeah, not much of a chance there for SMSU Sova. You know, he had the stinger up against the Phantom.
You know,
Not the greatest engage range for that fight for him.
no, and honestly, from the looks of it, Dallas is just pushing into tunnels, looking for that over-aggressive player from SMSU. Every single round to get that first pick to get numbers right away. Because we've seen it for the past 2 rounds, they didn't go A site, but they went initially just to get that first pick and leave.
Never
Yeah,
lose
Dallas is
sight.
playing very smart here, just kind of trying to bait out some utility right away at the beginning of the rounds, looking for
Scanning
the
ahead.
trade or the pick to then be able to swarm onto a site and get a numbers advantage on SMSU.
See, look, there he goes again. Reyna's going down in tunnels, looking for that pick, but finally SMSU is playing farther back.
Dallas being very good on their use of utility by their Cypher and their Sova to use that Owl drone and use that Cypher cam to get some information so that they can decide where they want to push. SMSU comes out.
Information from SMSU from Omen. Good timed flash coming out from Phoenix on SMSU side. Information. Oh, wow.
Now a 4v2. Even a Jeff
One enemy remaining.
site and in very bad positions, and Dallas is just going to have this site locked down.
Hey,
The Reyna is just playing on a whole nother level from everybody else in the game right now. He just pulled off an ace, sitting there carrying her team. 13-2 right now for their scoreline. Second place on the Dallas team only has 5 kills. Their Reyna is someone else.
Massive dominance coming out here from Reyna.
I guess, you know, you're getting almost a kill, at least 1 to 2 kills every single round from just pushing down tunnels and A. Definitely would help your scoreline out. I mean, there's a good play, though, from SMSU, finally kind of playing more passive and staying back on the site.
embarrass them.
Instead of just pushing up and giving them that free kill with no response.
Some more aggressive positioning here from SMSU's Phoenix here at the beginning here. Just looking down into tunnels, maybe hoping to get a pick onto that Reyna, but Recon Dart comes out, some smokes come out from SMSU.
Here we go, actually. Pushing
Dallas
more
going to be
towards
using that camera.
it. Information given by now. You have to take care of that Reyna.
No
If you
picks
don't, it's
coming
not
out
gonna
here. SMSU rotating off of C actually, and gonna rotate back down there. See if we see an engagement here from Sage and Jet.
help. Jet gets the first pick while SMSU's just actually pushing on the C site.
Grounded.
Another. Now you can see
Last player
Dallas
standing.
finally grabbed the bomb and is moving towards C.
Jaffro for SMSU getting a pick, but is he gonna predict that the lurker?
Tagged him once in the head.
Gun
Doesn't
here.
have the equipment for that one shot headshot. Dominant performance so far this first half coming out from the University of Texas, Dallas. You know, SMSU was a new team last year, so, you know, we got to see them working out some kinks. You know, we have had that break for a couple months now, so hopefully this is the game that they kind of just shake off some cobwebs and kind of bring it back in the second half.
Yeah, definitely what we saw a lot from SMSU last semester. Towards the end of the semester in their last 2 best of 3s is they would start off a little cold in the first game. Yeah, in the first halves of the games. They come a little bit more alive. They have a lot more fight in them. But this being a best of 1, they don't get the luxury of being able to do that. They have to bring it now or they don't get it. And Reyna here, I don't think she actually saw them cross. She's not acting as aggressively as you think that she would. Oh, Jet manages to shut the Reyna down.
Big pick for SMSU. That's the top frag down. So now you're on a lot more even skill base from the looks of it.
Dark
This is a
Matter's
pistol
getting-
round 2 for SMSU. Let's keep that in mind. This is a full buy for Dallas.
Getting a lot of really good information with his Owl drone, setting his team up to figure out what to do. Consistently seeing that round after round from Dallas's Reyna and the Reyna Cypher and so, you know, peeking those angles, trying to get that information, figure out where the SMSU players are, and then execute once they execute a pick or a flank.
2v3. This is very much so possible for SMSU with Cypher being at such low health.
One enemy
You
remaining.
needed to get that kill if you're SMSU. Here we go, slow peek. Lowering down,
And just
then
take him
feeling
down
12
to
health.
12.
Waffle only has 61 though.
Enemy down.
Manages to get the pick with the shock arrow.
Doesn't have time to defuse though. He's just gonna save the Phantom and call it good. Gets
Looks
one
like
pick
he's
off
gonna-
of it and backs up.
Now, a big change in Valorant now versus when we were casting it in the fall is that they have actually patched it so that if you save your gun on a loss round, you do not get your full loss bonus. Actually, you don't get any money at all, as we can see with Waffle. He saved that Phantom, and he had 2,600 at the beginning, at the end of that round, and he has 2,600 at the beginning of this round. So he doesn't get any of that loss bonus that SMSU has fully stacked up right now.
You know, SMSU's kind of in a really hurting place except for Jaffro when it comes to economy-wise. If you look at Dallas is the lowest person has $4,500. They have enough to full buy
Revealing
the next round,
area.
At least. And you really need to get at least next round
Really
from,
weird
SMSU.
buy coming out from SMSU. Jaffro just with the pistol, and then Wookie with the full.
Nowhere to run!
Coming in from Dallas. Get at least one. Here we go.
Stealing sight.
Oh my gosh, Reyna for Dallas getting flashed and getting shot at, just still manages to blow up that Phoenix.
That was a weird engagement. Both players were flashed in that fight, and it's just kind of one of those things where wait for whoever gets flashed last. Oh, and actually they caught SMSU in the rotation. Only one person actually was badly.
Before, but SMSU has to execute this retake incredibly fast. They have the top.
Spike planted.
Dallas
Last
with the
player
cutoff,
standing.
not letting him rotate. Piece of bread getting 1v3 scenario. Gets blinded, it's over. There it is. And now actually, if you look at Dallas's team, Reyna only had, what, like 2 kills in the past 2 rounds, and then you have Dark Matter, who's now at 13 kills.
Dark Matter is doing a ton of work for Dallas in this game. Having at the beginning of the rounds, getting a lot of really great information with the Sallow drone, and then in the middle of the round, just really playing that lurker role and making SMSU think. They clearly never feel like they're safe. They're pre-firing spots where
They know they're going to be.
they think they know they're going to be, but Dallas is nowhere near them.
You know, this is just a rough. Keep in mind, this game only will go to 13, and we are currently on round 10. Here we go. I mean, the same strategy comes out right now. Pushing tunnels. I mean, why not? If you're getting one pick at least every single round, why not keep doing it if you're not getting anything stopping you?
At least SMSU's Jet is being a little bit smarter here, not completely peeking that angle, but we'll have to see if she can stay patient here if she's going to push.
Here we go. We're going to find out. With the Phoenix up in heaven, looking like it has his flash out, actually ready to help the Jet if she needs it. Jaffo getting the first pick, then Zen
traded.
flying.
You know, Dallas's team is they're playing this really methodical style where they're just trying to get picks. Oh my gosh.
They caught him on the rotation.
They managed to fake them out with their slow play, and they're going to get a free plant down on A.
Spike planted.
Very patient, methodical play
caught
by
them.
Dallas.
The timing was just perfect off of Dallas. But SMSU does have
fun begins.
results. And Reyna just popped theirs.
They really should be able to get this retake. If they can't get this retake, it's going to spell a lot of things for SMSU.
You just need to go pick for pick. Like that. There it is.
Last player standing.
1v2 scenario. Waffle coming actually with the
I am the hunter!
Now, Dallas doesn't know where he's at.
He wasn't able to get one. He did tag up Cypher. But
He
it's
doesn't
all
have
for
the
save.
time.
We are looking at a 9-1 scoreline already for Dallas.
And really the save there for Waffle is actually the worst play because he has 1,800. Had he gone in there and at least tried to do something,
The good news is, yeah,
he
he
would have
has
gotten his
full armor.
full... that's true, that's true.
He doesn't have to buy anything right now, so I mean, at least that's saving him. That's the saving grace of it, but it's still, you're not really saving yourself up to the next round.
You're really not. Not with that change that's gone through.
And especially with Dallas's economy, I mean, look at that. That's such a just established economy. Someone, I mean, if Zen doesn't go through a full buy and then can't buy the next round, someone else can buy him easily.
Easily.
There we go. Oh,
Good done.
wow, that's impressive.
Oh my god. C-Dot is just...
The first 3 engagements have all gone in the way of Dallas with.
C-Dot is just tapping heads on SMSU, and there's nothing in CMS.
I know exactly where you are.
And now C-Dot knows exactly where everyone is after the Cypher ult coming out of Dallas. Here we go. Another
Spike
engagement.
planted.
Oh. Flank coming in from their Sova.
Get out of my way!
Gone.
Waffle gets
Sleep,
2.
brother.
And get a 3rd. Or is that Sova? Dallas, gonna bite them. Oh. Here we go, 2v3. This is big coming out of Dallas.
1 enemy remaining.
Wow, that flick off of their Sova.
You know, Dark Matter and C-Dot really carrying Dallas,
Last
but
round in the half.
Zen, Aimquat, and Z2Z are contributing a ton in terms of positioning. They're enabling C-Dot
Right here.
and Dark Matter to do what they're doing. Without the rest of their team, C-Dot and Dark Matter probably wouldn't be doing as well, though with the aim coming out from C-Dot,
Yeah, I mean,
that's pretty hard to argue with.
Their Cyphers actually, I believe 1 in 7.
I'll find them.
So it's
But being on Cypher, he's playing more of that role, getting the information, being where he needs to be rotation-wise.
everyone's doing their job for Dallas. It's
Yeah.
a well-oiled machine.
Standing
And
ahead.
It just looks like SMSU is trying to shake off the rust, kind of actually try to put something together here. They need this round to make it at least 2 to 10. If they don't, they're going to Dallas is 2 points away from winning the series. Because keep in mind, people, this is only a best-of-1 series.
You know, I think the macro play coming out from Dallas is just, besides their individual players, is just really outshining SMSU right now. They're not quite sure how to obviously, we saw them get faked out at A with that slow push from Dallas, and Dallas got
Cutting their vision. Never saw me.
Another free kill. Oh, but Phoenix answers back. Actually, and so does Jaffro, putting it in a
But
Spike
Sova
planted.
and Omen for SMSU are finally going to get over there to the site, but, you know, Dallas has this site pretty locked down in terms of their setup and their locations. They know...
1 enemy remaining.
And Dallas is both
Last player standing.
are still alive.
1v1 situation.
Revealing area.
Can the SMSU do it? Well timed coming out of Dark Matter. Putting his scoreline down to 17 and putting the final scoreline to 11 to 1.
Switching sides.
Dallas now only 2 rounds away.
In the first round.
You know, I do would like to talk about one other thing. You know, Icebox is now into the rotation for the map pool. What do you think about that?
You know, Icebox is a map. It's very interesting. It has a lot more verticality than we've seen in the previous maps in Valorant. You know, a lot more close quarters fights. I'm not quite sure how I feel about it quite yet. I haven't played it an incredible amount yet, but it's definitely a hard map to learn. It's going to be interesting to see it played.
I hate it. I absolutely hate the map design. Like, I can never play on that.
Well, you know, that is what it is. It's, you know, Valorant's a pretty new game. Riot never made a first-person shooter before, especially a tactical shooter. They're going to be learning their
Here we
learning
go.
as it goes.
SMSU looking for a full push in the garage. See how Dallas can actually. Oh, no, pushing in the middle, getting really aggressive. Looking for some free picks coming out. Here she goes.
4-5 stack.
Another ace.
This
Ooh,
was
2
getting
picks
2
coming out.
picks.
Working their way onto site already. Good for them.
Spike planted.
Straight to the smoke.
Not getting tagged.
Last player standing.
SMSU managed to take her round.
A
Big
very
momentum
well
win there.
round. That was a great job of SMSU, only losing 1 person, and thing is just their bottom frag. And so here we go. Now we have a half/full buy, no half buy, or 3/4 buy coming out from SMSU. Yeah. Oh, I thought Reyna was about the seed out. Just like rocking shorty. Oh, and a force buy coming out from Dallas.
Disrespect from Dallas here, deciding to force buy here instead of just play in. But if they can win this round, they're gonna break SMSU's economy, and
The game's over.
it's gonna be essentially over unless SMSU.
SMSU needs this round. I mean, and then again, they need basically every single round from now on, but they
possible.
cannot afford.
We've seen, obviously, we're seeing a giant string of wins from Dallas in the beginning, but you know, we could see something like that come from SMSU. You never know. Can't completely count any team out at any point, especially in a game like Valorant. You have the counter mechanics that.
Well, I guess we're
manage
gonna
them
find out
correctly.
though in a few seconds with the counter push. 3 picks coming from Dallas, with only 1 in response from SMSU.
Last player standing.
Oh no. Match and series point coming out for Dallas.
Match point.
And the economy is just nowhere to be found there for SMSU.
Yeah, I think that choice by Dallas to force by there maybe
Perfect.
it may not have been out of disrespect. It may have simply been out of the fact that completely catch SMSU off guard.
I mean, look at this stack
Thinking
up now.
that Dallas only had pistols and that they'd be smart and
Just rush
not
on the side,
force buy.
get your picks, and little do they know they're gonna get met with SMGs.
Yep.
Here we go. SMSU scraping where they can get. Oh no. The Ares coming out from Dark Matter, getting a quick peek over the smoke. Jaffra making it already a 3v5 in the final match.
C-Dot once again just getting in there.
Last player standing.
And there you have it, ladies and
Defenders
gentlemen. The first
win.
face-off match for the SMSU series. Sadly, did not go the way we hoped for, and a 13-2 final.
Yep, SMSU, you know, having a hard, convincing loss there. But I do want to say that I think compared to the SMSU we saw at the beginning of the season or in the fall versus now, just macro play wise, they were rotating pretty well at the beginning of the match. They were meeting Dallas head on in some spots and getting shut down.
Yeah.
You know, and I think Dallas kind of caught on to how SMSU was playing and sort of tried to exploit it.
I mean, it's sad to see what happened. I mean, it definitely looks like towards the end of that first half, SMSU kind of really felt the pressure coming out from Dallas, and like when there was that perfectly timed plant from Dallas on that A site, it just felt like they called it way too early. They called for the rotate for SMSU way too early because they only had information, I believe, on 1 person, but no one else in the team. And all of a sudden, gave up A site, they grabbed it, Dallas just took control. So I mean, it's sad to see that happen, but hopefully, next time we're back, SMSU can hit the next team harder, and we can go with a better win.
Yeah.
So, it's a sad thing to see. Only 1 person on SMSU's team actually going positive. So, it was a rough loss, but we're back. New season. Let's see if we can make some things happen.
Absolutely. I'd like to thank you all for joining us here on SMSU Esports. You can catch us again next Sunday at 6 for our second Face It game for Valorant. And later in the semester, as the official National Association of Collegiate Esports, or NACE, season starts up, we will have Counter-Strike, as well as some other games that are... We'll have Counter-Strike, Hearthstone, League of Legends playing, and Madden.
Ooh, Madden.
And that will be starting later on. Those will be during the weekdays. We'll have times for you during the next stream, but
yeah, so it'll be more towards the mid-February kind of season for all those. I think personally, I'm more excited for I'm really excited to see the CS:GO season start.
I'm very excited to see you playing for the CS:GO team.
Yes,
I
sir.
will be having to find a new caster for that to help me do the cast for CS:GO. But thank you for tuning in to SMSU Esports. I'm Carl McGraw.
And I'm Taffy, and have a great night, everybody.
Thank you for joining us.